Oha. Expletive noun plural form. Is that a rude greeting or something? It seems to be pretty popular in modern society and such. Anyways, this isn't really, well, it's kind of an exercise, or just a concept or activity or whatever you feel like calling it. And that's just freeform practice. So, just like anything you want to be better at or improve, you gotta spend time with it, right? Same with relationships, activities, etc., etc. Same thing with piano. I was asked to test out a keyboard the other week. And sitting behind it for a little bit was pretty frustrating because I haven't really done any practicing in a long time or freeform stuff. So I didn't know much about improvisation until much later in my learning piano stages. So something I gotta keep up with in order to let things flow freely. Other than that, that's about it. So I have this imagery of like a water pipe that gets clogged or something. So in order to let the ideas flow freely, you gotta keep the pipes clean. For anybody familiar with the exercise of automatic writing, it's pretty much the same thing. So of course, when testing out this keyboard, nothing really came out, and anything that was coming out wasn't happy with it. There's an exercise tried out last year, so for about a month or once a week, just sat down at the piano messing around. But it does wonders, because it just lets you mess around with things. Otherwise, you just kind of get used to doing the same old, same old. So right now, while I do like the simple 1-4-5 things, that's like all I do. So no real goal to this stuff. You can consciously try to explore other stuff if you want to. Other than that, it's just spending time with your instrument, your hobby, your activity, your thing. And just like automatic writing, whatever, don't really have to think about anything in particular. Well, in the case of automatic writing, you don't want to. Oops. Just keep the fingers moving. And this is one of those weird situations. I don't generally like listening to 20th century stuff. And this label of 20th century that I attach to this style of playing is just kind of a label of sorts. It's almost therapeutic. Well, it may be just my label for what others will just call bad. Just a note about the piano sample library I'm using here. It's the Ravencraft. It's one of the first few times I've played with it. This is the first sample I listened to with it, and that's the first thing I heard from it, so I was a little put off by that. Just something about those staccatos doesn't sit right or doesn't sound right. But when layered with other sounds, it does sound better. So that's it. The rest of this is just my freeform sort of practice on here. Mix between this stuff and maybe other things as well, but that's all there is to it. So anybody who comes across this, I invite you to it's not necessarily freeform, but just spend time with whatever it is you want to be improving upon, be it hobby, goal, relationship, etc., etc.